Hey, I'm Kat, and I'm a senior at the Honors College, and I did my thesis on how grocery is changing with the emergence of e-commerce into the industry.
What inspired your thesis?
Last spring quarter, so in 2018, I took a class at the business school, and it was about the business of food. That was the title of the class, so it was super broad. And we got to do a research paper that was on whatever it was that we wanted to do surrounding this idea of food and getting groceries or thinking about eating. And so I chose to look at how e-commerce has started to play a role in that industry. And so I did a research paper for that. And then I really enjoyed the topic, and I found somebody else who enjoyed the topic, and she's now my advisor for it. And I chose to just expand on it really and ground the ideas in this idea that Amazon entering the market 2 years ago with their acquisition of Whole Foods really changed the landscape of things, and going from there.
What would you say is the biggest way the grocery market has changed since online grocery shopping became available?
I think a thing that people don't realize is that online grocery shopping has been trying to happen for almost 3 decades now. And so it's something that's been around for a really long time, but hasn't ever really stuck or been something that people took note of or were interested in. And then in the past 5 years, we've seen just this boom of click and collect options. So like Kroger's and Fred Meyer's doing click and collect and click lists and things like that, or Shipped partnering with Whole Foods before they were acquired and picking groceries and delivering them to people's homes. And so there's been a big shift in the industry in terms of people actually building the infrastructure to make this a reality. But it's still shifting in this way where the infrastructure is there now and the channels are established, but people aren't doing it yet. So there's a change in that way, but still a way to go.
What were some of the statistics of your research?
So my research was 9 interviews long, and so it was all qualitative as opposed to quantitative, but a few notable things are all 9 of the people I talked to shop at Amazon, and they use Amazon services, and 7 of them have Prime, so it's a really heavy following in the Eugene area. Another thing is that nobody I talked to in my scheduled interviews actually shopped at Whole Foods. And so everybody I talked to shopped at Safeway or Trader Joe's or Winco or Market of Choice. Nobody was going to this Whole Food space. So we're 0 for 9 on that front. In terms of how that really breaks down, 3 of the participants I talked to shopped almost exclusively at Market of Choice. So Market of Choice is interesting because that's really where a lot of the Whole Foods ideal shoppers are captured right now in this Eugene market. People are going to the more local choice where they're able to get the actual local brand experience as opposed to the international brand experience that Whole Foods offers them.
How do things vary amongst genders and ages?
I think touching back to this idea that 3 of the 9 shoppers I talked to were shopping at almost Market of Choice exclusively. They were all older and well established and had a steady income flow, as opposed to other people I talked to were looking to shop at Winco or Trader Joe's or Safeway because they weren't making as much money or they didn't have the means to spend more on grocery. So in terms of age, a lot more the people who were older and had the ability to chose to shop at a local experience store, Market of Choice, where they were able to get whatever it was that they wanted. I didn't see any variation gender-wise, so that wasn't something that I paid an incredible amount of attention to.
Would you use a grocery delivery service?
I think that if I did, it wouldn't be for everything. So, for example, if I was shopping at Fred Meyer and I needed to get just like a haul, like fresh food, packaged food, whatever it was, toiletries, everything, I would be ordering things that were dried goods and packaged and things that I didn't have to pick out myself or things that are the same. So like a box of mac and cheese will always be a box of mac and cheese. And so I think things like that, I would have them picked out and delivered or whatever it is, I would pick them up in the store. But for produce or meats or anything like that, I think that I would need to have this ability to pick them out. At least for the way the grocery shopping industry is currently set up, having the ability to pick it out would be important to me.
Thanks so much for meeting with us.
Of course, anytime.